Big episode this week on the Clubhouse, episode 5. We talk about Money's chances of being back this week. We've got a massive giveaway, Storm Anzac Day jersey signed by the whole team. And we also go through our Clubhouse leader, very deserving one again this week. Special little state in Australia. So if you don't get it already, I reckon you should listen to the potty. But without further ado, let's get into it. RIXX Eyewear is having a massive end of season sale right now, and we've got an elite offer that's exclusively for the Clubhouse.
Get up to 65% off and a free gift if you spend over $250.
Use our code Clubhouse and you'll receive an extra 5% off site-wide. This offer won't last long, so don't miss out.
All right, welcome back. Episode 5 of the Clubhouse. Weekend off, all refreshed after the bye, and Mun, what's doing? What is that kid?
What do you mean, boys? Peter LaFleur, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, boys. Well, obviously, we had our little, what was it? A little trivia night on Thursday. Then we got 3 days off, so we, a lot of blokes obviously dressed up. I think it was Sporting Heroes or Sporting Duros, so me and my wife Bianca dressed up as Peter LaFleur, and I can't remember what her lovely name is on the TV show, or the movie. I know you boys went as golfers on obviously the night. Who do you reckon was worst dressed? For me, I reckon it was Craig Bellamy.
Worst dressed?
Worst dressed. I think Craig was up there. He dressed an old shirt and then wore like a headband, and he reckens he was some old bloke that played tennis 100 years ago.
He looked like an old tennis chick that, I forgot what her name was, but
what's that?
There was a photo of her and put it up next to him. It looks exactly like him, so he was definitely worst dressed.
He was complaining all week
I was going to say, leading up to it, he was on the WhatsApp just complaining, saying, we need to dress up to have fun now, do we? Like, just blowing up. And we're just like, fuck it. Just buy in, you fucking...
Yeah, you old bastard.
Yeah.
Maybe because he couldn't wear anything scotch and soda, so he actually had to put effort into his outfit.
Something, and he ended up taking something from Aaron or Wendy's closet.
Yeah. And he was worst on too. He played a few games, got him up to do the games, and he just wouldn't give in. Had to scull, I think, a couple times, and he just wouldn't do it. He just refused to do it. So he was a bit of a party pooper, old Belzer. But
no wonder he doesn't get invited to anything.
It was a good night, though. It's a good
Worst
night.
dressed? Belzer? Best dressed? Apart from yourself?
No, mate, funny as, I remember when the coach's room, obviously on the day out before training, and said, Rolsey goes to me, I'm going as the biggest fucking flog you've ever seen.
Biggest footy flog.
I was like...
biggest flog of footy, I think he said.
Yeah, biggest flog on footy, the biggest dickhead. I'm thinking, he mustn't be talking about bellyache, is he? And then I literally got there. I was obviously dressed as Peter LaFleur, and he walked in, and I'm like, fuck, he looks familiar. He dressed as me. I was like, so I was like, my head fell off. I was like, oh, he got me a beauty here. He actually looked all right too.
He went full effort too. He got like the number 6 on his 5XL jersey.
Yeah. He had to get a whole jersey made up.
He had the Munster.
No, it wasn't made up. He got that back from when I was 2017-18, when I was 110 kilos.
Yeah.
He asked me for it.
You are looking fit at the moment, though, man. What's the little secret? I think the listeners deserve to know. Especially, we'll get to it later, but you've somehow recovered and you're back for this week too. So there must be something going on.
Out from the season.
I don't know if it's actually tested by Huster or Masada, but I'm on the old juice cleanse. Been on that for like three days or so. I don't think Georgia and Lockie were too impressed about it, but. I got on it. Obviously soups and juices, which is obviously the skin and immunity cleanse. So it felt pretty good. The skin's looking immaculate at the moment. Shaved arms,
shaved arms,
looking good. Ready to rock and roll for Thursday, boys.
Back.
What does it do? Like the juice cleanse? Give us some sort of insight, because surely you're not just drinking juice and soups. Like, are you eating in between? How's it work?
No, literally every 90 minutes I was on a juice cleanse. Had a morning zing in the morning, which is obviously morning zing. Had a little bit of lemon. I can't remember. Ginger. Something else in it. And then obviously after that was like a beetroot drink was obviously immunity and obviously other things that were in it. Can't remember too many things around it. There was obviously another leafy one, which was obviously spinach and other things, kale, cucumber, all of those like kind of drinks. And yeah, mate, the first day I reckon my gut started to churn. So I reckon that might have been just obviously trying to clean out all the bad stuff in my guts. But feeling good. And I recommend you boys get on it. I know you probably don't need it, perhaps. You're probably looking pretty lean yourself.
I'll be 50 kilos if I do that. But so is it just juice every 90 minutes?
Yeah, juice. And then obviously you can pick 3 different things, which was a healing soup, which was broccoli, spinach in it, which was obviously boil it on the kettle. Also, I get a boiled kettle, or you boil it on the stove. There's a pumpkin soup, so I had those two, and then the other one was bone broth, which was beef. So it was a little bit more, obviously, protein in there, not as much, but it was still decent enough for me to be able to get through training and get through today.
You would have been starving.
Yeah, I was hungry
Absolutely
at times.
starving.
Especially when Adrian was on. You know, Adrian's
we had
food.
some good feeds last week too.
You and then the concrete food as well. So times were tough. Obviously my mouth was sort of like pretty much just drooling at the time, but I had to obviously stay mentally strong. I think I did have a Coke at the trivia night, and Lockie goes, "What happened to your juice cleanse?" And I went, far out. I forgot all about it. So I kind of didn't break it, but I totally forgot I couldn't have Coke, but
that was the last day.
Yeah, that was the last day. I had one glass of Coke and I realised that was not on. So
so it's just like a 3-day clean out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you can do 3 days, you can do weeks. It all depends. I went through karmic, pretty good. So yeah, I recommend it. It's only 3 days, it's not a whole week. So
yeah, just like a reset.
Yeah, a little reset. I did it last year for the start of the season, but obviously I didn't play at this start of the year. So now I know I'm sort of back. I started it.
Yeah, interesting. Yuzi, what's been happening, mate? No juice cleanse for you?
No juice cleanse. I couldn't do it. Mole does it a couple times, and I just watch her, and it's just not the go. So I'll just get too hungry for it. I reckon I'll break it first day. So unless I feel like I really need it, which I don't think I ever will, I won't be doing it. But mate, just chilling. Good to have. Well, I've already had a weekend off, so it's my second weekend off in a row. I'm sort of getting the itchy feet, trying to get back into footy. So keen for this weekend. Thursday night should be a good game, and enjoyed the Easter break. Went to a little festival actually, sold out fest actually. Went with it's for my sister's birthday. Me, Mole, sister, her husband, and a few of her husband's family. So it was good.
How's that? Who played there? Who's
Bryson Tiller. Summer Walker. Bryson Tiller was probably the main reason. I like a couple of his songs. Summer Walker, Party Next Door, a few others. But I'm sort of like not really a festival guy. I'm just sort of, I don't know, it's a bit too much for me. And I don't know, I sort of don't like being around too many people, but I actually really enjoyed it.
Was it just a day
Had a good
festival?
time. Yeah, day festival. We started at midday or something, but we didn't rock up until a little bit later till the main acts jumped on. So,
did you get hassled much?
Got a little bit. I got a couple of photos, but it wasn't too bad. Had the hat, sunnies on, so head down. And then once it got dark, it was good. Good start.
Still had the sunnies
start
on.
singing hundies. But it was good. It was a good time, and then just done a little Easter egg hunt actually with my nieces and nephews come over on the Sunday, and then hit a few chockies for them.
How many chockies you reckon over the weekend? You both actually.
No, I didn't have any.
Because you were cleansing.
Yeah, really? I was. Oh, but I haven't been eating chocolate lately. I usually get on a little binge and then I just get off it again. It's a bit like my personality.
I was going to say, it wouldn't just be chocolates, would it?
Yeah. I got to cut everything out. What about you, Paps? What did you get up to, mate?
I had a real chill weekend, actually. I went down to the beach.
Yeah, I've seen you in the water a bit, actually.
You know what I did was real nostalgic? I went tubing, like behind the boat.
Oh, yeah?
Mate, I love that.
Oh, I haven't done it since I was like, I reckon 14 or 15. So like we're talking 10 years ago. Yeah. And it was just so fun. Like,
how was your forearms holding on?
Yeah, the shoulders,
mate.
Mate.
Just,
it was that fun though. Like,
workout.
And we went down to McRae, which is just sort of before Rosebud.
Yeah.
The water was clear as, like there weren't many boats out. I'm surprised because it was a nice day. But
it was good. The water was good all weekend.
Yeah, went down there, went for a little snorkel.
Maybe because the Mako sharks were out. Maybe there was
no Mako sharks. No, didn't see any. But I saw, I realised what's in the bay? There's so many stingrays.
Ooh.
Like, I went for a snorkel, right? And like, mad, big snapper you're swimming past and they just cruise and they come up to you, not scared at all. And then I got a bit deeper and I just like looked down the floor and there was like just 3 stingrays just flat on the floor. And I was like, straight away I just thought like Steve Irwin.
Oh no.
But like, surely they're not going to.
Nah, well,
I'm more scared of stingrays than sharks. Let's put it that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Nah.
Yeah.
I don't think stingrays are
only
they are harmless. I mean, they are harmful, but I don't think if you don't do anything to them, they're pretty harmless. Like they're not. I think Steve Irwin was just the one that like.
Was he messing around with it, you reckon?
Like, I don't know. I can't really remember, but
I can't remember either.
But he messed with that many different animals that are way worse, like crocodiles and that. But
yeah, that's true.
But you don't really hear about any other attacks with stingrays, do you?
Mm.
Like
I just was surprised that there was so many. Then the next day I went down the beach early, like when I got a coffee walk down there, and like all these old people just swim in the morning. They swim out to like the poles and swim back.
Yeah.
And like a guy got like 20 meters out, and then the chick behind him's like, "Oh, stingray, put your feet up." So like, it must just be normal for him to do that. But no, I had a few chocolates. So after our potty last week, I actually just went to Woolies after.
I seen you put a photo up on Insta. I was like, you know it.
Oh, so good. But once you start, like they put something in those chocolates, eh? There's something that's just
makes you keep wanting to eat them, eh?
Yeah, and the fact like you could buy a block for a third of the price.
Yeah, but just having that,
just something about it. But
I love the start of Easter because I love hot cross buns, and they bring out the caramel ones and then the chocolate chip ones, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll have one of them.
Stop it.
Before I know it, I've gone through the whole thing, so I'm like,
probably lucky it was a bye week because
you're right.
I had that many hot cross buns and chocolate.
We wouldn't have.
Maybe I didn't do the juice cleanse now.
I'll get them on to you, mate. Little plug out there.
But it was good. Good little break up. I don't think we've had an Easter off before.
No,
always usually playing, but no, it was good, really good. No Mako sharks, really enjoyable weekend, and then even like we trained yesterday in the afternoon, so we pretty much had like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday morning off.
Half a Monday off, yeah.
Trained till like 7 o'clock last night, and then had today off. So
it was nice.
It's been a good week.
Yeah, it has been a good week.
Really good week.
But
hopefully it works for us. We won't be doing it again. I'll tell you that much.
I'll tell you what wasn't good though. That wasn't a good week. Was the weather.
The
last couple of days, a big fucking hurricane yesterday in Melbourne.
Last night it was like storming. And it was just pissing down.
Would you we went out to training and you could just see it was
it was going to be no good. I was looking at the doc. The doc was out there for the first time in bloody years. He never comes. And I was like, Doc, hey, if there's some storm and lightning in that, are we out of here? And he goes, I can't see anything, mate. And then starts pissing down. Yeah, started pissing. And then he pissed off and then he didn't worry about it.
Well, there was lightning though, right?
Yeah, there was.
Because they called the AFL game off.
That's why it went for so long, because they delayed it for a bit.
Yeah, I remember thinking, I think you guys are doing contact and I'm obviously don't have to do too much contact playing fullback, but I remember just sitting there being like, that's a lightning strike, that's a thunder strike.
Yeah.
They won't call training off. They just won't. But then going in after and then they postpone the AFL.
Postpone the AFL. Don't worry about us.
Unfortunately, Bellex old school.
Yeah.
I walked out there with a long sleeve thinking it was raining, got to be cold. And went out there, it was just still as beautiful weather. I reckon it would have been 25.
It was still warm.
The calm before the storm.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
I took the jumper off and then it just absolutely bucketed down.
That's good. It's a good little change up. Like sort of reminds you of like when you're a kid, right?
Yeah.
Playing footy in the rain. It's a bit exciting, I reckon.
You used to love jumping on the slides or getting outside and jumping like with soap on it and sliding on the things at the back little tarp at home. But mate, if I get wet now in the mud, I can't stand it.
You become so slow. But
yeah.
I think there was one instance. I think the Renegades scored on us, but like I went to chase someone and I dove, and I reckon I slid for like 20 meters. And I was like, it was actually sort of like they scored, so I was filthy, but it was sort of fun.
Probably something I did. Actually.
The weather, it's probably good for my gardens because they are dead at the moment. Poor garden. Do you boys garden or anything around the house?
Oh, I just got to chop down some stuff when it gets too long. That's about it.
Like, who looks after them? The missus?
No, I get like a landscaper come over.
See, is it expensive? I've thought about it.
No, I've got some landscaper to do the backyard for my fake grass and. End up.
Wait, what?
I got a landscaper come out
to mow your fake grass.
No, you come and do my fake grass.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh mate, I got a friend that can do like little maintenance around the sides. And I was like, oh, what's it going to take? And he's like, oh mate, storm jersey. I was like, they get
done. Really?
So,
how good.
He just comes around every now and then.
So you've just gone the storm jersey and haven't had to pay.
Yeah,
I might try that approach.
Mate, try the approach.
Just
start putting your jerseys up on up your walls and stuff.
Just have it hanging out wherever your garden is. Just leave it there.
Just stick it every like little like frame of like, signed jerseys or something just around them, and then they might go, oh, actually.
This old thing.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was there.
Fair. The other thing I've seen this week, which I thought was quite interesting, and I know it's legal in some other countries, but dogs on planes. Supposedly being brought in.
I've seen that on the news actually.
This year sometime. I don't know how I feel about it. You boys both got dogs, so where do you sit?
Are they free?
I reckon you'd have to pay for them.
Yeah, you'd have to pay for them for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm more than happy for them to sit underneath the plane. No,
Wait, or like take them
in
in like a
like a little
box.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Not on the plane.
I don't think. Yeah. One of them little dog things there. What are
What are they called, bro? How do we not know the name of it?
I've had a mind blank.
Crate training.
Crate training.
training.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I've just had a mind blank.
Box.
Yeah.
Dog box.
Yeah, put them in dog box.
That's what you get put in, my bro.
No, I just know where my 2 dogs are, and they wouldn't be able to sit still or sit on a chair or sit on my lap.
I think there's a certain
be a
size.
size.
Yeah,
It'd be like-
they were like.
I have to put your carry-on into that thing. It'd be similar.
Yeah,
Right?
I think it's
No
like they
chance.
need to be able to fit underneath the seat or something in there.
Actually, they can curl themselves up into a little ball.
They're big. Your dogs are big.
Their big tails just whipping around.
Yeah, nah, there's no chance. I'd much rather my kids on the plane crying for an hour and a half.
So not even small dogs, you're not lying in the sand?
No, I'm not being hypocrite. I think little small dogs can. I think if they're like trained well, I don't mind. I don't want them sitting on there barking the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, what about toilet? How do they go toilet? Do they just thing in their crate and they just smell the whole time, or what?
Oh, yeah. I never really thought about that.
You probably have that many people on the plane that binary. They probably think they're dogs anyway.
Well, like America does it. I know they definitely, when I was over there, people would take dogs onto the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know.
But how did they go toilet?
I don't think they
Don't
did.
know. They just held
Maybe
it.
they just take him to the restroom and
Yeah,
sit
just
on-
hold
Sit on the
it.
toilet. Like meet the fuckers with a cat.
I reckon it would be good though. Like I would like with our dog, we can't really keep her at home alone, so it'd be good for us to take her places. But
Have you guys travelled with the dogs yet?
Yeah, I
nah,
have.
I've only drove.
No.
It's expensive as. They
Yeah.
don't bother. It's almost like up there and back, just one way for a flight. It's like almost $1,000.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like $500 a dog.
expensive,
It's not cheap. That's why I'd rather used to drive more the way up like Husey does when we go to Queensland. But now I've got 2 kids. I can't do that.
You can't even go to
I can't
Yarrawonga.
even go to Yarrawonga without them. It was a 5-hour trip. And it only takes you 3 hours. Like, that's how bad it was. But anyway, next
All right,
story.
so dogs on planes. Mum,
I'm okay
Are
with
you,
it.
are you okay with it?
I'm okay with the small ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it work, so I think that's why my perspective on it's. And like, it'd give me more incentive to get a dog, I reckon.
If you've been at it,
Yeah, if I could take it
take her
away.
to places. Yeah.
What kind of dog would you get then?
Well, it'd have to be smallish. So
Okay.
I'm talking like a
Sausage dog.
French bulldog or something like that.
They're
Little
expensive.
Frenchie.
Yeah, no, they're cute. I
Frenchie.
used to want to get one as well until I'd seen the price tag on it.
As if it'd matter to you anyway.
Oh, mate, I'm telling you, mate, they're like 10 grand.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Probably. I'm going to say yes. Mun's yes.
Yeah, I'll go. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, we'll take that. All right. We've got our icebreaker now. So another one this week. If you could have one dream guest to join on the Clubhouse, who would that guest be?
I'd like someone with good banter, obviously, because it'd be like if he's on there with us, he's going to need our good banter. He'll be looking at us like, what the fuck are these guys up to?
Yeah.
Obviously, rest in peace. But Steve Irwin,
Yeah.
I reckon Steve Irwin would be good to have on. He'd be funny as fuck, I reckon.
Just ask.
Crikey.
He'd have so
Yeah.
many like stories. And
yeah.
He was a good storyteller too.
He
huh?
was. And like, obviously, he hadn't been around when the whole podcast thing was around, like a thing. So I reckon he'd be
That's a good one.
a good one.
Yeah, really good one. Different.
He'd be
and-
good. Yeah, a bit different, but
Yeah.
I reckon he'd be so fucking funny, I reckon. He'd be good.
So I want that. I'm going to go somewhere similar to you. I had someone else written down, but I'm going to go Tupac.
Tupac.
Yeah.
All right.
It's obviously deceased. The potties went around back then. And I would love to hear his story on what happened between him and obviously Biggie Smalls and what. There's obviously the documentaries out about them, about ifs and buts, corrupt cops over there. So I wouldn't mind. I know he wouldn't tell us. Like he probably wouldn't be listening anyway, even if he was talking to us. But I'd love just to know how well loved he was and being the king of obviously hip hop back then. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Would have been a different time back then too, like. And he was the man back then, so it would have been that'd be pretty interesting.
I'm going to go
Happy?
back to our wrestling theme. I'd go like John Cena or someone.
Yeah.
I just love to ask. You know how they used to go behind the scenes and they gave you enough, but not enough to figure it all out. I'd love to ask like what like people are like and how it actually is to be an athlete who does WWE.
Yeah.
I reckon just be
Even like their training and that, like you don't really hear about what they do, you know, I was going to say off the field, but like outside the ring. That'd be pretty good. Have you, I love scrolling on TikTok at night, but have you seen how they're doing these things on TikTok where they talk about like wrestling situations and that, like back in the day? And they actually tell you
setting up for the match and
like
stuff.
how it all works and they're sort of giving everyone an insight about it. It's pretty good.
I think I've watched one on the Undertaker maybe.
Yeah,
and everyone's like,
There's a few
he's
on
the
him.
man. Like he's just like cares for everyone.
Yeah.
Like when you're watching it, you don't really think that,
But then you're like, apparently he was there's this one where I think some dude got kicked out of the locker room because he was eating on someone's bag or something. Like
it was real like bullying in the old school
and then
days.
they like bullied him into where he was in the janitors. And then he had to apparently went and ask Undertaker, and Undertaker like, come back into the locker room. So he must be like the big dog.
Actually, he'd be good. I go Undertaker, John Cena. I reckon.
Undertaker would be good because he's been in it for so fucking long, bro. He was been in it for ages.
Yeah, give us
Who else did you have?
Give us your other name.
You changed it from.
I had Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'd be good.
I just wanted to see his mentality back in the day. I know he's been on a couple of potties and that, but he's a lot more reserved now. Like he's a bit more. A bit more careful, like not careful, more caring. If that makes sense. He's got a bit more of a conscience now. But
he was
back then,
back in the day,
he was ruthless. I was seeing his videos and stuff, and I just wanted to see. I would love to have the old Mike Tyson of age, on the potty.
I'm just asking about back in the day.
Back in the day,
what's
like his mentality and that was. So I just feel like now you get him on, he's a little bit more humble, reserved, and has a lot of respect for a lot of people. But back then, when obviously he was a man of the mountain,
you could just smash anyone, so he didn't really care.
He didn't really care.
Did he fight Jake Paul?
Yeah, I think it's staged in that. Who knows? I'm not too much in the boxing world, but I don't think anyone could have beaten him in his prime anyway.
He's a bad man.
But yeah, I just spoke him up.
Yeah, nice. Good little icebreaker there. And now we've got our listener question of the week. So massive thank you to everyone for writing in your questions. We had 31 this week. Munster, your beautiful wife Bianca even wrote in. Little question.
What'd she say?
Little question for Husey, but we might get to that off the bat.
Oh, yes, I did. I asked her to write that in there. Yes, I
did. We do want to thank everyone for writing the questions in. It does mean a lot. Helps us out heaps too. And it's very entertaining going through them all. So we've got to pick one each. So we've all picked one for this week. But yeah, Munster, Bianca's wrote in. I'm intrigued for this answer as well, actually.
Yeah, I know exactly what it's going to be like.
I think it was for Husey, I believe.
That's your question?
It's not my question. Is it your question?
No, it's not mine.
Maybe let's do 4 questions this week. Bianca's question was, what is the longest you've slept after a night out?
She fully at Rome. But we'll go all of us, eh? Why don't we do all of us?
No,
we'll go all of us. You can't pinpoint someone out.
She wants to know your answer.
She already knows the answer, obviously. She's just trying to get it out. Well, I think I've spoken about it before. I'm the worst hungover ever. So I reckon it's the longest I reckon it's over a day. Without getting out of bed. Like waking up, but not getting out of bed. Just like fully waking up and just like looking around and check the time. Straight back to bed. I reckon it'd be
not even watch anything, just straight. Nah.
Oh, the TV will be on in the background, but I'm not watching nothing. I reckon 27 hours.
Oh,
I reckon.
So talk us through. You get home at
a reasonable 10 p.m.
That's
nothing good happens after 12. So he's 11:59. He's at home.
10 a.m.
Say,
let's talk.
Say if I come home at say 5 a.m. and I'd go to bed,
electric or
and I would sleep right around till 5 a.m.
Full sleep.
Full sleep. So I'll sleep that whole day. And I'll probably wake up at night time. No, this is the worst. We're speaking the worst. This doesn't happen all the time. This is the worst thing. Yeah. And then I'd probably wake up at night and just be look around, check my phone. Might try eat something, but I can't eat because I'm guts are no good. And then I just go back to sleep and then wake up in the morning at 8 a.m. And then I'm ready for my day.
And Molly's asleep then.
Yeah, Molly's gone.
Was this after the most recent Mad Monday?
No. This was...
Because you went home at 6 p.m. that night.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, that was a big one.
So 27 hours.
That's the biggest. That's the biggest.
Huge.
Yeah. And it probably doesn't it makes it way worse that I don't get out of bed and do something. Every time I reckon you get out and do something, your hangover's not as bad because you've actually been, I don't know, eating and all that stuff and drinking water. But yeah, 27. That's the worst. That's only one time though.
Great question. But it was only asked to Rome, so Rome will answer that. All right, my question, I've got 2, but I'm going to go with... Something a little bit different. We spoke about this last year, I reckon. So from Samantha McDevitt, based on your love language, what would be the perfect date for you to go on?
Oh, we did speak about our love languages, didn't we?
We did.
Last year.
Oh, shivers.
So, I mean, your perfect date would probably, it's going to involve what your love language is. So you don't need to think too hard about it. But Samantha McDevitt, what would be the perfect date for you to go on? Or have you been on a date and you've been like, that was outstanding?
I'll probably go a good Italian feed first, and then just movies, I reckon. Like, I like a good movie. Like, if there's a good movie out, which there's one out now, Kong vs. Godzilla, I want to go watch that.
Yeah, that would be good. Do you want to go together?
No.
Get Italian and then roll in.
But I reckon a good mad feed into like the movies and just popcorn chocolate. That's me.
Is Mole aware of that?
Yeah, she loves the movies as well. So
Choc top or just chocolate?
Nah.
Did you tell the Maltesers in the popcorn?
I don't do that. I know people do like it, but I'd rather have them separate.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
But that's probably me.
Okay, nice and simple.
Nice and simple.
Movie marathon kind of guy, eh?
Yeah.
What about
I
you,
like my
man?
movies.
I reckon I don't mind an activity to do. You know, obviously, Asian fusion, maybe some dinner, nice little dinner. But I'm more into like putt. You know, like mini putt. Like just go and play a little bit of mini putt. The
Mozzie mode.
Yeah, I think if I keep my mind ticking and doing other things, I don't mind movies, but I probably
Can't sit for that long.
Can't sit for that long. Yeah, no, my head will just start rolling around.
Okay, so dinner and an activity.
Yeah, probably more Asian fusion, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah, into the nice little mini putt.
I like it.
You?
I'm going like a just wholesome afternoon / night, like a picnic sort of vibe. I'm like big on activities as well, but picnic down the beach.
Kayaking.
Go for a kayak.
Kayak in the Arvo and then
Do you
Watch a sunset go down. That's sort of my vibe, I reckon.
Do you supply the like blanket and the food? Like
yeah,
the picnic?
yeah. The car's always got that in there, just in case.
Yeah. do you bring a bottle of wine as well?
Nah, no wine. Just what do we? I don't know. Maybe sometimes, but
Cheese, crackers,
little
crackers.
what do they call it? Charcuterie boards.
Yeah. Do you bring that? A little bit of prosciutto?
Yeah,
a
try my
little
best. Bit of prosciutto, bit of salami, bit of
I actually
cheese.
don't mind that. That's actually not
Crackers.
bad.
real romantic.
Just real simple.
I
Like
reckon.
I don't like a massive meal. I'm probably similar to you with like Asian fusion. Like if it's just gonna be like little
Shared
things,
meals,
Little bit, yeah.
shared meals, shared
little
together.
things, and then it's like no pressure to eat it because it's just like there and you can pick away at it. And
You going for a dip?
go for a swim. Yeah, nice balmy evening. That's my
like
perfect
it.
date, I reckon. So
A
Good
quiet
question.
beach or a busy beach?
I feel like you can do both.
Either, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes busy is good for the vibe. Like if someone's playing a guitar in the distance and you can just like hear
Bit
the
of
music.
noise, yeah.
So you
Bit
love
of
Bali
noise.
then?
I
You haven't been to Bali,
haven't been to Bali
I
since I
reckon
was
you'd
a
like
kid.
Bali
Eh?
then.
Yeah.
I reckon
Well,
you'd like
Hawaii was similar.
Yeah, Hawaii would be
Hawaii
Bali.
is nice.
Hawaii
yeah.
was similar, so I think that's my vibe.
Bali's probably a little bit louder.
So that's my
Just a little more party.
Tunes a bit blasted.
Maybe go to Kuta. It's not that quiet there.
that's my question of the week. Thank you, Samantha. And
Nice,
you
Samantha.
lads got one there.
All right, my question is from Zoe. And then if she's got a few emojis
Okay,
behind
you got-
it.
you
She's
know
got
what, that actually
butterfly
works well.
and love heart.
That actually works well because now you're going to take it, so I'll be able to do my first one.
Yeah, that's why I've
good.
done it. Zoe asked, who would be your dream golfing foursome?
Oh.
And that means playing golf, not actual foursome. I think.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong.
Carmen
Let's
Electra.
just go. Who would be your, if you could take 3 others plus yourself on a golfing round at Royal Melbourne or
Augusta
or
Pebble Beach
Or Royal Burnley.
or Royal Burnley.
that's getting
Ivanhoe?
upgraded. That's getting upgraded. It's getting upgraded at the moment. Hey, come on, boys.
So.
Yeah, who would they be?
Oh.
3 of them.
And there's a lot to think about, right? Because you got to take someone with golfing ability.
Yeah, well, that's what I was. Yeah.
So
Someone that's good to talk to, like be a bit of fun.
I've got 2 at the moment.
I've got one.
I'll start. I'll go with 2. 2's probably pretty simple. Tom Brady. Obviously, he's done a lot in his career. Plus, he's actually a really good golfer. Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
He's the same. He's pretty much them 2 are pretty
two
much
goats.
the same people. 2 goats. Although MJ'd probably rob us likes gambling a lot, that bloke. So he'd probably have to take a lot of cash to bet with him. And I'd probably have to go Tiger Woods. It's pretty much 3 goats.
3 goats.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, fair.
2 from other sports and then an actual golfer that was on the tour and probably one of the best golfers of all time. So I'd have to go them 3 in my foursome.
I had Michael Jordan in mind, just because obviously just the way he betted and like the way obviously has a smoke on a cigar. I got John Daly.
I was thinking about him too, actually.
I like John Daly because he's like the way he plays. He was fucking laid back. He just drank piss, got blind, and he obviously could hit a really good ball. So Long John, a bit of the same nickname as myself, Long. But the other one would have to be. I'm thinking someone outside the box. I'm going to go Paddy Mahomes.
Yeah. He's a good golfer.
I'm going to go Paddy Mahomes.
He's pretty good.
I'm going to go outside the box as well. A YouTube golfer. Grant Horvat. Used to be on Good Good. Does his own stuff now.
Yeah, right.
But he's just seems like a cool dude.
Yeah.
Got his like YouTube channel. He's probably got the best swing in YouTube golf. Yeah.
True.
Look him up, Grant Horvat. Just seems like a chill guy. Seems like we get along well. I go Jordan Spieth.
Yeah.
Been a big fan of Jordan Spieth, so just be like cool to play with him.
Yeah.
And third one, I probably would have said Michael Jordan, but I'm gonna
Switch it up a bit.
switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go someone who's mates with Jordan Spieth, so it's gonna be like Ricky Fowler or Justin Thomas. I'll go Ricky Fowler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a massive fan of him when I first sort of played golf. So
Yeah.
I know him and Jordan Spieth are good mates. So like if they need to go, they can be in the same cart.
Yeah.
And me and Grant would be the other cart and we'll just chat heaps of shit. So,
Yeah, nice.
Jesus Christ, it'd be hard to beat you then.
yeah, it'd be a good golfing group. I'd definitely be the
Jesus
anchor.
shit.
I'd be blind by the 4th hole.
No, good questions though.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for that
you,
one.
Zoe.
No, thank you, Zoe.
quality.
Makes my job a lot easier now. I had that written down. So that's beautiful. I've got one. It's from Ballard. Marvel jersey. What jersey would it be for the Storm and why?
Marvel.
I reckon. I think
They did it once.
they did it, or maybe once or twice. I reckon bring it back. That's probably a bit biased because I love like superhero stuff. So I reckon bring it back. But
I don't mind
for us, I seen the Batman one. There's one hanging up in the coach's office. It's a Batman jersey. That looked pretty cool.
Black and purple.
Yeah,
That was cool.
I don't know what year that was, but it was like a Dark Knight one. That was sick. Joker would be a cool one though.
Yeah, because it does have a bit of purple in there.
Yeah, Joker would be cool.
Yeah,
And it's like full villain. I don't reckon anyone would have done a villain before.
No.
Oh,
And
yeah.
everyone thinks the Storm's the villains as well. And
Yeah,
so it could be the Joker.
Joker would be good.
What a Joker.
I'll go Joker then.
You going to go Joker?
I'll go Joker. Good questions. Like we said, 31 to get through. So
Yeah, thanks
hopefully
everyone.
60 next week. We'll see what happens. We might answer a few more if we get a few more, but yeah, short for time today. So 3 questions. Thank you for it. Honestly, appreciate it so much. And yeah, we get a good laugh out of all of them, whether we answer them or not. So
Quality
guys.
questions.
thanks,
That's quality
guys.
there.
And speaking about jerseys, I don't think we got an interesting one this week, but we got a big game Thursday night. And Money Man's back.
He's back.
He's back, baby. Let's go.
Come off the bench, little ball playing
Just
lock.
no more showering.
I don't shower anymore.
Just
No, but very exciting. Back at Amy Park again. Hopefully keep the streak alive. I think we're going for the record.
I think so. I think we tied it last game.
Wins at home.
Yeah.
How many
In
is
a
that?
row.
In a row.
It was like,
We've 10.
yeah.
10. So tied it with the 2010, 2011
2010.
season.
Yeah.
So
yeah, right. I might just take another week off. Eh?
Thursday night, though, massive game. Broncos.
Always big.
Massive. They played heaps good last week. I think it was probably a bit unexpected with the people they had out, but they gave it to the Cowboys. So Thursday night, I don't think there's any AFL on again. So hopefully
it's
it'll
all
be a
away.
massive
They're
crowd.
away in
Gather round in
Gather round in
Gather round,
Adelaide.
that's
in
right.
Adelaide, so that'd be massive there as well.
How you feeling, man? Are you excited to be back? You haven't really thought about it yet? Nervous? In between? Just know you're going to kill it?
I wouldn't say I'll kill it. I'll be looking towards you and Hughesy. My legs will be heavy, my lungs will be burning. First game ever back. I haven't played even a trial, so this could be anything on Thursday. So take it with a grain of salt, Melbourne Storm fans. If I throw a couple balls to you in the crowd, hopefully catch them. But yeah, no, look really excited. Hopefully you go out there, obviously injury free and be able to play some decent footy with you boys and really excited to obviously jump back in the spine and hopefully get back to where we were in 2020 and 2021. So I'm pretty excited. What about you boys? I know Brisbane's. No one knows too much of the history, but John Rebo was obviously playing for Bronx at the time, and he made obviously the Bronx, but then he's also made us as well. So we probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Reeb. So it's a big game for him and the club, and pretty excited to be able to play on Thursday night.
Yeah, can't wait for the game. It's good. Always good to go up against Bronx. When I was younger, I followed them, so it was a bit of a, I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one. Like, you always want to play who you followed when you were younger. So, I was a massive fan of the Broncos when I was coming through high school and that. So, should be good. Obviously, they, put on a really strong performance last week. I think the Cowboys were the only ones undefeated left, and then Broncos put a pretty big score on them. So, we need to be, obviously, us coming off a loss, we need to be, prepare well. Obviously coming off the bye, but it should be an interesting game. But I know the boys are all keen and looking forward to a big Thursday night game.
Welchie back this week as well. Big Welchie, and fan of the podcast, obviously.
That's a fan of the podcast. We'll get him on very soon. So
we're working hard at it. We're working very hard. So
he's a cash man though, so we need to find some cash for him. But he'll be on very soon.
Cash.
Should be a big game. Hopefully another massive crowd out there. Definitely helps. Got us over the line against the Warriors a couple of weeks ago. And, Thursday night, I think we're 8 o'clock kickoff.
Yep, 8 o'clock.
Something like that. So, but going off what you said, it wasn't the only upset last week. The Tigers.
The Tigers, they are
on fire at the moment.
Aren't they? They are rolling.
I think Benji was watching your clubhouse leader last week, and he's gone, I want to go back to back. And they've done it again. They beat Para 17-16.
Did he say in his press conference at all? Thanks to you.
Yeah, he said shout out Osmerican Aces in the clubhouse for the award. Yeah. And he said he can't wait to, catch up and jump on the potty with us. So, shout out to them. And our old mate Juzzy had another blinder. And it was a pretty interesting game, actually. We had training and then we come back and we seen the score. And then everyone heard about, good to see Aiden Caesar back and kicking the field goal. But did you just know that Gutho had that kick?
Had the shot at the end.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either. I just knew Caesar kicked the field goal. And then when we were on massage, I seen a clip of it and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know they got a chance to kick it. So pretty, not a controversial, but come down to the wire that game. So it must have been a good game.
Oh, that would have proper hurt. Yeah, imagine kicking a field goal 50 seconds to go, giving away a penalty.
Yeah, and then kicked it.
And then they kick it. I think similar might have happened the year before that. I think Para versus Penrith. And same thing happened. They got a penalty off the kickoff. They were down by 1. And Mitch Moses missed the exact same kick.
Same kick.
Yeah, so it must be like a Para curse.
Yeah, it must be.
Right. But there was a few good games over the weekend, and like I said, AFL too.
Oh, massive upset! I have an AFL tipping comp with Husey, and I can't believe Richmond beat. I can't believe it, but I'm just filthy that I lost it with the Swans. Yeah. They deserved to win round 1 against Carlton. I felt Richmond, but they've obviously played really well against the Swans, and they weren't ready for it, mate.
Yeah, that's my team, Richmond.
He jumped on the bandwagon now. No Dusty as well. They're looking all right. New coach. I think they'll rattle some teams.
They'll find their straps. They obviously Tom Lynch got injured, which hamstring again, I think. So.
Oh really?
Yeah,
he's
it's not good.
He's had a bad run, eh?
He's had a bad run. I think he missed the whole last year
with his foot,
and then done a hamstring. And he's playing good too. Starting to get back to his form, and to have that's pretty guttering. But they're looking good. They're on the up.
So
the Tigers.
This early in the season, Husey,
who
are you going for?
So Tigers and then Dogs.
You can't, mate. Pick one team.
I can have 2 teams, bro.
You can't, mate.
You got 2 teams.
Maybe after if they don't make the 8, not the finals, then you can pick a team. I feel like that's fair.
Husey's power rankings this week has got Richmond above the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I had it flipped last week, but now they've flipped the power rankings, so they got my support this week.
And I haven't had the chance to wear my North Guernsey in.
Yeah,
because we're
no wins yet.
No wins yet.
How are they going though? Are they?
We're better. Honestly, it was probably the best half of footy against Freo the other week.
Yeah,
and then the second half was the worst half of footy.
Yeah. So they got it in them. They just got to find the
footy. Yeah, make the 4 quarters.
Make the whole.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, it is.
Who do you reckon you're getting for your first win of the season? Who do you think you're getting?
We actually got a tough. I think it was Geelong at Geelong. So let's write that one off.
What about the gather round?
So obviously Brisbane this week at Gather Round. Let's say
They're not going to great lines, so there might be a chance.
I think we'll lose in a close-ish one.
Yeah.
Then Geelong in Geelong maybe. I think we can put a line through that. Then we've got Hawthorn round 6.
Yep.
I think
Very winnable.
I think you should
1 to
get
39, you
Hawthorn.
reckon?
Very winnable, but if not that week, the next week when we verse Adelaide.
Oh, Adelaide.
Yeah. We could go 2 in a row.
It could.
So I'm going to bring my Guernsey in.
I might take North on
Maybe
the line
you need to
against
wear it in and give them that
I'm going to take the
kickstart.
line, Hawthorn.
All right. I wonder what they give us. Hawthorn.
Against Brisbane?
No, Hawthorn.
Hawthorn.
Brisbane, they'll give us 45, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be a big margin. I reckon that's the one to go.
Might be the one to go. All right, gamble responsibly.
But
But we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah,
we'll finish strong, I reckon. West Coast, on the other hand, not sure what's doing there.
Yeah. Well, we got West Coast, I think, this week. Dogs.
Dogs got West Coast this week.
I'm pretty sure if it's not this week, it's definitely next week.
Yeah,
and
right.
we lost to them
Yeah, I
last
was
year.
gonna say.
So, mate, it could be anything.
Nah, they
guys.
played West Coast. They played West Coast on the weekend.
Oh, did they play
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
then? Oh, yeah, they pumped them.
They
Sorry.
pumped them.
Yeah.
Sorry, apologies. That's how good I'm going. I don't know who we got in Gather Round, but I'm sure we'll be fine. I think it's the St Kilda. It's
Geelong.
Geelong and Gather Round Dogs. That'll be a good game.
Actually, yeah. Ooh. Well, they've just come up a high on Tom Hawkins' 350th. So I don't think him or Jeremy Cameron will even kick a goal this week.
Wow, big call.
No, it is a big cool. I love
That's
Tommy.
huge.
Love you, Tommy. I know you're watching, mate.
All right,
Hawk.
let's get off the AFL chat. Obviously, Gather Round's there in Adelaide this week, but into our eye-catching moments of the week. So,
Oh,
like always, got the briefcase
I like it.
of Sunnies. And this week, I'm
What do
going to
you-
go with the light theme again.
Yeah. I might just go the middle ones. That just make it easier. Oh, I got the Storms. Are these Storms? I got the Mighty Storms on, I think.
What have we got here?
Yeah, these are the Stormers.
I've got the Melrose.
The Melrose.
And, yeah, I like them.
Melrose parking.
I think they go with the fit again. Nice little blue outfit today. What have you got? The Storm?
I got the Storm, the Bugs Buns.
Storm, Melrose.
And obviously, I picked the one with my favourite NBA team name, the Bostons.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Phoenix or Washington's.
Actually, Phoenix Phoenix won today, and they were.
Yeah, no, we did win. We won. we won.
They won. The Celtics won
We
too.
won.
And
All right.
Washington won too.
What are we doing?
like the
Eye-catching
Bostons.
moment of the week. You boys got one to kick us off?
I'll go first. Mine's pretty simple. The Tigers beating the Swans
Oh, yeah.
at the G. No one probably seen that coming. No one, underdogs. Dusty's out. I think Grimes was out as well. So, and the Swans have been hot too. They've been flying high. So, to get the Tigers to get that win.
So you've gone Tigers 2 weeks in a row, different codes. Actually,
Yeah.
no, you went Clubhouse leader last week.
Clubhouse
didn't
leader was Benji, but the Tigers theme's just hanging around
hanging
here.
around, isn't it? Okay.
Is it the year of the Tiger?
you? Not sure.
Chinese New Year, I don't know, but it sounds like it is.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So I'm going the Tigers.
Richmond Tigers
Up the
for
Tigers.
Yuzi.
Yeah.
Man.
The Jack Jumpers' is first NBL championship. That was pretty special. I know they won one of the games with a half court 3-pointer to win it in one of
Yeah,
those
that was
games,
crazy,
just
yeah.
to be able to get back in there. I think United were 1 up at one stage, and then they ended up making it 1-1, and then 2-1, and then 2-2, and then I think they were down 8 points with 4 minutes to go in the last quarter, and somehow Jack Jumpers found a way to win. So first championship for them back in Tassie, so they'll be getting a lot of hype and probably still partying as we speak. So congratulations, Jack Jumpers, and hopefully we can have the same taste and feeling this year.
I catch you.
One of the AFL Tassie team that come in are going to have that similar success.
Yeah.
Early, that early.
Won't they?
They got something
how
to chase.
How many years has Jack Jumpers been in the competition?
3.
3. Oh, so we just chipped them.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
They made they made the final of the series the first year. Was it the second year?
No, second year.
Second
Yeah,
year, yeah.
they lost.
They lost, yeah. They just
They're being
lost.
successful, so
Yeah, they are.
The Tasmanian teams could be on the up.
They could be-
Tassie, eh? My eye-catching moment was Caitlin Clark. Obviously, seen her in the. She's just braining the college basketball at the
Yeah.
moment. She I think she'd broken a 3-point record. She had 40 points, 12 assists today. Like, she's just unbelievable. And they beat LSU, who Angel Reese obviously last year.
Yeah. They were
Seen her carrying on once they
Evan
beat her,
Everett,
and she come back with a vengeance this year. So Caitlin Clark, Know you watch like every week. Our eye-catching moments.
Watching.
We know we're watching. We know you're watching.
Yeah.
Massive performance, and you're my eye-catching moment of the week. So, thank you, RIXX. Like we said, we've got our sunnies on here. I got the Melrose. Absolutely love these. I've never been a fan of light-coloured sunglasses, but
You like those?
I like these ones. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it blends in with the mullet.
dark guy.
Yeah, I'm a dark guy, but it doesn't really go with my pasty skin. So. If you're not too tanned out there and you want some good looking sunnies, the Melrose. Grab them. But that's our eye-catching moment of the week, brought to you by RIXX. So thank you. And like always, Clubhouse is the code for a 20% discount. So make sure you get on there and grab some. What else has been going in the world of sport, lads? NBA, NFL. We touched on the NBL and we will get into our segment after this. But it's been some stuff happening in the American sports lately.
There's a rumour going around that Rashid Rice totaled his car and fled the scene. So and had weapons in the back of his boot. So not ideal. I know I've spoken about it probably in previous times, but could be a pretty criminal law charge or criminal charge coming his way if it is true.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not, because he was pretty good for Kansas this year, and it'd be pretty disappointing. But I think someone similar from, obviously I spoke to Husey before, and the Raiders obviously had the bloke Ruggs went to jail. So fingers crossed it doesn't get to that situation. But pretty obviously terrible news to hear for obviously Rice and the Kansas City Chiefs.
My one's the Knicks, the New York Knicks, flying, but can they do it? I'm a no. I'm saying no.
I'm
straight
saying
out
no as well. I'm probably one of my good mates. Really likes he's liked the Knicks for ages, and he's been chirping a lot, and he still thinks I'm going for the Wizards, but I'm really going for the Celtics now. But I like their team, but I just don't know if they can go all the way. Like they I don't know. Brunson's a gun, and
Randall's going to come back.
Randall hasn't been playing, but I just can't see them going past like a Boston or a Nuggets.
Yeah, you're right. They might beat them like one or two games in the series, but then when it gets to the crunch, they'll start pulling it up. Yeah,
I think that they could go deep, but I don't know if they have enough firepower to.
All right, I've got another one for you. Lakers.
I think they can.
Ooh.
I think they can go. I think for me, if they get into the obviously playing with obviously the Warriors, I think they're dangerous. I think with like you think about like LeBron's played a lot of finals games, and he might not play good first or second game, but once AD and him and them start understanding the team they're playing against, I think it could be Red Rover.
I reckon, I don't know if they can go all the way, but I reckon if you see them in the finals, I reckon they'll be nervous. Like I don't reckon you want to see them in the finals, because they could do anything. Like you got LeBron and AD, and they got some pretty good pieces outside them.
Just need some of them just to click, like D'Lo or Reeves or something.
But then like AD or LeBron can fully take over. Like what did LeBron have the other night against? I know it's probably only Brooklyn Nets, but he had like
9 out of 10 threes.
9 out of 10 threes. Yeah. And there was one where he just like was fading, like heavily fading, like it was a crazy shot.
When
and
he's on, it's hard to stop.
And he was on, So
he's done a 3-1 deficit and come back and won an NBA finals. So
if they make the play-ins, if they win the play-ins, like think they either versus like Timberwolves or like OKC, who are young, so like
that's what I mean. Like if one of them see that, like I reckon they would be nervous. Like OKC or
100%.
Timberwolves, like if they go fuck. I bet you whoever Lakers got to play, I reckon they don't want them to win.
Well, you'd be excited if you're AD versus Rudy Gobert. Like, Rudy can get boards and stuff, but he's not putting points up, you know? So,
And I'll give you another one. The Orlando Magic boys.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
I don't even know how they're still in the league.
We don't even need to talk about play-ins. We will be in the playoffs.
It's crazy.
There we go.
They're actually going all right.
Pablo.
At home too. We're hard to beat at home. And I seen a stat the other day. I think they've only lost one game where they've led going to the fourth quarter. So, good little stat.
They hold on. They like, what do you call it? Kicking to the corners.
Into the corners.
Get that lead and they just kick to the corners.
I don't know who we might come up against. I think we're flirting. I'm hoping we're going to be safe in the plains. I think there's sort of Pacers who are chasing us. But it's good. Yeah. It's been good. Like usually I would post on my Instagram story when they win, like every win, because it never used to happen. But now I'm like, maybe I shouldn't post this week because they're winning twice a week.
It's like every day thing. You're posting every day.
Yeah, you might have to start charging them.
Orlando Magic. Hey, Orlando Magic. Play that song. It's just good to be happy about the Magic because we have been cucker the past few years.
Yeah,
so,
you're not wrong.
No, NBA's heating up. NFL draft coming up end of the month too. So that's always exciting.
Yeah.
And Mun, you touched on it before, but this is another segment, the Clubhouse Leader of the Week. I think it's hard to go past. It's obviously your eye-catching moment of the week, but I think
Apologies
we all
on that, boys. I jumped the gun.
all agreed.
Waited, but anyway.
No, we all agree with this one that the Jack Jumpers NBL title, third year in the comp, they got blown out in game one, like nearly 20 odd points in game one. Like you said, game winner in game three, and I think it was game two.
No, it was game two.
Game three, because it went Melbourne, Jack Jumpers.
And then was it back here?
And then Jack Jumpers won game three. United won over there.
Yep, you're right.
Come back here.
Yeah, they come back here. Yeah, you're right. You are correct.
So, like, to be down and out in game three and hit that. Was it McVeigh?
Oh, that was crazy.
And then, obviously, like Mun said, to be down 8 with 4 to go against United, who had been dominant for years.
It's crazy. NBA, NBL, basketball. Like, you think you're up 10, 15 points going last quarter or even a little bit left, and you just somehow teams just come out, gradually come back. It's crazy. Yeah. You're never safe, eh?
No, never safe. The amount of swings, even in the NBA.
It's crazy these days.
Huge for Tassie, I think.
Yeah, it's massive. They're probably the second most successful club probably made when you think about it. Us at the moment, second year, win up comp. Their third year.
Sunshine
pretty
Coast
good.
Lightning.
Yeah, Lightning.
Were they first?
First year.
They won a couple backs-to-backs. Two,
first
didn't
year,
they?
then they won a back-to-back.
Oh, I'll take it back. Sunny Coast Lightning.
That's so impressive. Like, look at the Dolphins at the moment. They're top of the ladder in the NRL, but they started well last year, and like just to be able to keep that momentum. So
it's a whole like club thing. Like when you look at it, be people behind the scenes there, and to do it, like you wouldn't think Tassie is a very sporty place, but to have them do it, to win it in their only third year, it's pretty good.
What was their motto? Defend the island or something. So
was it?
they had something big to play for. Like any team, it's got something bigger to play for. You usually go above and beyond. So. Right on to the Jack Jumpers.
Congrats, Jack Jumpers.
Our United obviously be a bit upset right now, but got to be happy for them. Massive win, third year in the comp and only growing the sport. So good on them.
It'd be interesting to see how when the AFL team gets there as well. The Devils.
Yeah, how they go.
Just in general.
They get.
Yeah, what recruits on who would go there. How much money they're able to use and spend. So
it'd be interesting though. What year is that supposed to come in? 20.
I think they keep moving it based on when the stadium gets announced.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they've got a license to do it sort of whenever that gets announced.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Could be next. Could be
pretty sure they
2026.
get extra coin too. Like a new new team. I'm pretty sure you get extra coin. I don't think the Dolphins got that though.
Oh no, they did.
Did they?
I think. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Pretty sure. Oh, Mum would know.
Yeah.
Come on, boys. I didn't even get anything. Thanks for reminding me.
No, but I don't know. It'd be interesting to see who would want to, like, if someone's born and raised in Tassie, would they want to go back there?
Would they?
Start it off, or do they try recruit like a whole team, or the team's not going well? They'll obviously get draft picks and everything like that, but
that'd be interesting to see.
No. Do you reckon they'd get one forward, one midfielder, one defender from each team? Or would they just go fully new draft?
You reckon they should just have a pool where they can just pick whoever for their first three?
I think they could. I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
I think they should be able to pick at least someone that they want.
Yeah.
I know.
Just off front. Yeah, I don't know.
And that probably doesn't happen. Like maybe it doesn't come on the cap. I don't know. It's interesting. It's good.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
See what happens. But
it'll be busy in Tassie. They'll be growing soon as a group and as an island.
Yeah. I just noticed what do you call them usually? Your shoes, slides.
Yeah, slides.
Do they represent? I listened to a potty with I think the founder of it the other day.
Oh, really?
Very interesting. Very
good
interesting.
potty.
Good potty.
Good listen.
Diary of a CEO was the one, but seen that R and I was like, I've seen that before. I didn't really hear the brand before, but it's quite big, yeah?
Yeah.
Represent?
Yeah. Well, I don't know too much about the brand, but Jackie Howell was wearing it, so it must be pretty good because he likes his bloody nice brands, that bloke.
Very true. Very true.
Not bad, perhaps. Super Boost, not bad. Just had a little taste.
Yeah, no,
Orange Mango?
I personally like the red better than orange, but I could drink them all. New flavour coming out too. Apple guava. This goes well with the outfit, actually.
It matches it. You can actually see it in the photo when you go like that.
Camouflage. No, that brings us to the end, lads. Nice little show today. But before we go, we do have a big giveaway. So for the giveaway, we've got our Anzac Day jersey, obviously.
Drum roll.
Up very soon.
We just released a photo of the
Two good-looking roosters on display.
Two models.
Yeah, unfortunately, all the other guys were out.
This is last year's Anzac Day jersey, but I love what they've done with that, with the poppies and everything. So this is our giveaway this week. All you have to do is share how you listen to the Clubhouse on your Instagram, social media, whatever, but tag Ausmerican Aces. So that's all you have to do. Make sure you tag Ausmerican Aces because that's how we'll see who's shared it. But show us how you like watching or listening to it. Whether it's in the car, driving to work, or if you're sitting at home on the couch watching it on YouTube. That's how you're going to go in the entry to get our giveaway. Very easy. Share on your Instagram. That's probably the most likely one. But yeah, like I said, tag Ausmerican Aces and Anzac Day jersey will be picked out of those who share.
We'll announce the winner on the next week's podcast, round 6. So stay tuned, guys. Don't forget.
On top of that, just thank everyone again for your comments on Spotify, your questions. We do get a good laugh out of them. And we'll pick some more out next week. So thank you for that. And like we said, it's always good to see heaps of listeners, good feedback. We love seeing you listen to it. And there's an extra incentive this week for the jersey. So, thanks for tuning in.
That's a nice jersey too.
And we'll be back for episode 6 next week. So,
let's go.
Go
the Storm.
Thanks to everyone that has tuned into the Clubhouse podcast. Please make sure you have hit the subscribe button on all our channels and also following us on social media at Ausmerican Aces so that you don't miss out on any announcements.
Catch you at the Clubhouse.
RIXX Eyewear is having a massive end of season sale right now, and we've got an elite offer that's exclusively for the Clubhouse.
Get up to 65% off and a free gift if you spend over $250.
Use our code Clubhouse and you'll receive an extra 5% off site-wide. This offer won't last long, so don't miss out.